Susan. How you doing?
Oh my goodness.
There he goes. Yes. Who's that? Is that Emily? Hi, Emily. Emily? Hi.
You playing there? Or right here? Hi, Rosie. What else is, can I unplug that lamp?
Hi, Nancy. Sorry.
Hi, Bobby.
I got food in my mouth. I'm eating crackers.
You know
what? Oh, you bought a high chair.
Hi, Anna.
Who bought a
Hi,
high chair?
Joseph.
This is Joseph.
Yeah, my mom has old stuff from different people, so whenever I come, I don't have to bring all my stuff.
Right, your first Christmas in New Jersey.
How you doing?
Hi, Joseph.
So the other one, Mom, bring up the other one.
Very good.
I didn't even bother because mine don't go.
Well, listen, okay, let's just say that because people are going to come.
Hi, Brittany.
What kisses?
Little kisses.
You have it on tape, Denise?
And Mommy's here, little kisses.
It's going to be on tape.
What does Santa Claus say?
Hi, Brittany.
No, what does Santa Claus say? Ho, ho, ho. Go ahead. Ho, ho, ho.
It's
You
on
got
tape.
one for me, more than two. You got two.
up here? You're not used to having all these, this many people in your
I'm
house.
going to China. I'm leaving, I'm going to China.
Get you real good at present.
Well, all the grandchildren.
I'm glad we have that on tape.
One-way
Huh?
ticket. That's what we got you. One-way ticket to China.
China. So this way, when you see me, you know, come here, Kevin.
Oh.
The two love of my life. Not all of them, but they, you know.
Don't touch any buttons.
Neat, I like this.
Hey, say that for me. This way, 8-4.
I hope so.
I hope so too.
There it is.
Another
Ah, look at that. Look, it fits together perfectly.
Nicole, wasn't that something?
When you're 84, I'm 81. That's what's wrong with that.
Oh, that's the one.
Oh, that's good.
That's the one.
Oh, that's great. Then you just go around.
That's right.
If I'm 84 and you ain't 81, we're in trouble, right? Where are you?
That's what the
I
provider.
ain't that lead.
You ain't in that league. Oh, the baby.
Bob.
I just take care of it.
Oh, Marine.
Hi. Say hi, Tan Nancy. Say I'm being a good baby.
You know, you might have a little surviving for fun.
I have a picture of my kids in
Well, I make good coffee. You can eat it. You look like having yourself a dessert, right?
Yeah, she's always my baby.
All right, come on, I'll cut the cake and I got the dishes.
Make some more. Make some more.
Hi.
You know, 'cause right, you don't know, right. Oh, the boys, it was really.
Can you say Merry Christmas? Very good.
That's strong.
Maybe I'll grow some there.
Just right.
Merry Christmas.
I would like you if they could just squeeze the bead and watch it, you know?
Are you having a good Christmas?
Very nice. I'm glad we spent this year together.
Enjoying having all your boys together?
Yes, I do. Yes. Before I start
I finally got what I wanted. Mom gave me $1 million.
Oh,
I've been
you're the
asking
best
for years to
mom.
get it. I finally got it.
The best mom in the whole world.
Right.
Hey, Bobby, how you doing?
Hey.
Feel? You got a smile.
Oh,
Oh, stop it. Hello there, everyone.
I didn't know you were the top.
Say hi.
Hi, Brittany.
Say thank you. Thanks. What does Santa say? What does Santa say? Hope.
What place there is.
Back and sit there. She's very, Paul understood too, but not as much. I think he was so much more.
Hi. Like my new Yankee hat? Yankees? Uncle Philip and Audrey is. No. Uncle Philip and Denise is too.
Hello, who are you playing with? Joseph? Joseph is way down
Like
there.
Susan said to you, you have her first.
Joseph!
Joseph.
Joseph! Hi, Joseph.
Push your carriage. Come on. Joseph.
Just likes to eat though.
Look at Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer there.
Show Nancy your new socks.
All right, what do you got?
Check.
Be there 1 second.
Label. Check.
Check.
Like, check.
Uh-oh, here comes Brittany.
Stop. Check. Joseph. Check. Joseph. Check. Check. I'm watching the Knicks and the Bulls play. What's that?
that coffin.
Okay, Kyle, start with that. I'm gonna eat. Here's me. Where does he eat?
Thanks, Kevin. I'm glad you told me that. You know what? Go downstairs and put your plate down. And then come back with some. I know. What rules? Yes.
Hi, Nance. How you doing?
Hi. Sending all the kids downstairs?
Absolutely. The back room, you know, way in the back. You know, the back there by the mirrors. That's where they can go sit on the floor.
Okay.
Peanuts, I'll get you peanuts.
No cutting in line. One kid. Who's gonna carry or watch it?
Because he will never help.
Yeah, after all, the Bible library people who thought they were so great.
Hey.
We're on top.
Don't get these back bellies on tape.
Hi, Julie.
Hi.
Mom,
No, I always watch,
Matthew.
like, Saved by the Bell. Like,
Hi, is this Josh or Kyle?
Josh, I watch
Josh. Hi, Josh. And there's Kyle. Hi, Kyle. And there's Emily. Hi, Emily.
Yes, I just remember.
Emily.
Yep.
Hi. Oh, my God. And then, of course, we know Richard.
You really want to be a scientist? I don't know that. Did you hear that, Julie? You want to be a scientist
Sit
when you
down
grow
the
up?
basin
Yes.
instead of the back.
I'm going to be a marine biologist.
The 1995 speech competition. It's called The Dancers, and Richard had one of the lead roles, and his name was Horace in the play. And the first part that we see here is actually a later performance of his, and then we switch over to earlier performance, and the recording is not too good because we are filming the TV as we are playing a tape. So this is The Dancers.
The time, 1963. We open in the pristine living room of Inez and Herman Stanley. Inez, we're here.
You're early.
The bus is 5 minutes ahead of time.
Is that so? Well, I never heard of that. Oh, hello, honey.
Hello, sis.
You look fine.
Thank you.
You haven't put on a bit of weight, though.
Haven't I?
Not a bit. I'm just going to stuff food down you and put some weight on you while you're here. How's your appetite?
Oh, it's real good. I eat all the time.
Then why don't you put on some weight?
I don't know. I guess I'm just a skinny type.
How are the folks?
Fine.
Mother over a cold?
Yes, she is.
Dad's fine?
Just fine.
Oh, Herman, did you ask him?
Ask him what?
Ask him what about his tux?
No, I didn't.
Honestly, Harmon, here we have him a date with the prettiest and most popular girl in Harrison. And Herman says, ask him what? You did bring it, didn't you, Bubba?
Bring what?
Your tux.
Oh, sure.
Well, guess who I've got you a date with? Aren't you curious?
Uh-huh.
Well, guess.
I don't know.
Well, just try guessing.
Well, I don't know.
Emily Cruz. Now, isn't she a pretty girl?
Yes, she is.
And the most popular girl in this town. You know her mother is a very close friend of mine, and she called me the day before yesterday. And she said, I hear Horace is coming to town. And I said, yes, you were. And she said that the boy Emily's going with is in summer school and couldn't get away this weekend. And Emily said she wouldn't go to the dance at all. But her mother said that she had insisted and wanted if you take her.
Mother said. Does Emily want me to take her?
That isn't the point, Bubba. The point is that her mother doesn't approve of the boy Emily's in love with, and she likes you.
Who likes me?
Emily's mother. And she thinks you'd make a very nice couple.
Oh. Well, what does Emily think?
Emily doesn't know what to think, honey. I'm trying to explain that to you. She's in love.
Where am I supposed to take her to?
The dance!
But Inez, I don't dance well enough. I don't like to go to dances yet.
Oh, Horace, Mother Roma, you were learning.
Well, I am learning, but I
you keep out of this Herman Stanley. He's my brother, and he's a stick. He's missing all the fun in life, and I'm not going to have him a stick. I've sat up nights thinking of social engagements to keep him busy every minute of these next 2 weeks. I've got 3 dances scheduled for him, so he cannot dance. Now come on, dance with me. Oh, no, that's fine. That's just fine. Isn't that fine, Herman?
Uh-huh.
You see, all you need is confidence. And I want you to promise me you'll talk plenty when you're with the girl, and not just sit there in silence and only answer when you're asked a question. Now promise me.
I promise.
Fine. Well, I think you dances real well, don't you, Herman?
The evening of the big dance. Emily Cruz sits reading a magazine in her family home.
Emily?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know what time it is?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, then why in the world aren't you dressed?
Because I don't feel good.
Emily.
I don't feel good. Oh, Mother, I don't want to go to that dance tonight. Please, ma'am, don't make me. I'll do anything in the world for you if you'll promise me.
Emily, this is all settled. You are going to that dance. Do you understand me? You are going to that dance. Now that nice, sweet brother of Inez Stanley will be here any minute.
Sweet, nice brother, he's a goon. That's what he is, a regular goon, a bore in a goon.
Emily.
That's all he is. He just sits and he doesn't talk and he can't dance. I'm not going to a dance or any place else with him, and that is final.
Emily, you get ready this minute. Emily Horace is here. Now I want you down those stairs in 5 minutes dressed. Hello, Horace.
Good evening.
Sit down, won't you, Horace? Emily's a little late getting dressed. You know how girls are.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I get you something to drink, Horace?
No, ma'am.
Well, are you sure I can't get you a Coca-Cola or something?
No. Thank you.
Well, how is your family?
Just fine. Thank you.
Well, I bet your sister was glad to see you.
Yes, she was.
Well, how is your family? Oh, I guess I already asked you that, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Well, I understand you've become quite an accomplished dancer.
Oh, well,
Inez tells me you do all the new steps.
well,
Excuse me, Horace. Let me see what's keeping that girl. Emily. Emily. Emily Cruz. Emily Carter Cruz. I can hear you in there. Now open that door. I won't. Emily Carter Cruz, you open that door immediately. I won't. I'm calling your father from downtown if you don't open that door right this very minute.
I don't care. I won't. Come out.
Then I'll call him. Horace, I am so sorry to have to ruin your evening, but my little girl isn't feeling well. She has a headache and a slight temperature. Now, I've just called the doctor, and he says he thinks it's very advisable that she stay in this evening. Well, she's upstairs insisting that she go, but I do feel that under the circumstances, I'd better keep her in. I hope you understand.
oh, yes, ma'am. I do understand.
Well, how long do you plan to visit us, Horace?
2 weeks.
Oh, that's nice. Please call Emily tomorrow and ask her out again. She'll be heartbroken if you don't.
Yes, ma'am. Good night.
Good night, Horace. Now you be sure to call us again tomorrow, you hear? Emily Carter Cruz, you have mortified me. You have mortified me to death. And I have, for your information, called your father, and he is interrupting his work and coming home this very minute. And he told me to tell you that you are not allowed to leave this house again for 2 solid weeks. Is that perfectly clear?
Later that evening, in a small drugstore on the town square, a waitress wipes down the countertop a few minutes before closing. Can I have a chicken salad sandwich?
We're all out of that.
Oh,
If it's all the same to you, I'd rather not make a sandwich. I'm closing my doors in 10 minutes.
oh. Well, what would you like to make?
Any kind of ice cream or soft drinks. Coffee's all gone.
How about a chocolate ice cream soda?
All right, coming up. Going to the dance?
No,
Well, from the way you were all dressed up, I thought for sure you were going.
no. I was, but I changed my mind.
Oh, hello, Mary Catherine. Been to the movies?
Yes, I have.
What will you have, Mary Catherine?
No ice cream.
All right. Well, there weren't many at the picture show tonight, I bet. I can always tell by whether we have a crowd in here or not after the first show. I guess everybody's at the dance.
I could have gone, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to miss the picture show. And the Cruz didn't go. Via couldn't get home from summer school, and she said she was refusing to go. Her mother made a date with her, with some boy from out of town, without consulting her. And she was furious about it. I talked to her this afternoon. She said she didn't know yet how she'd get out of it, but she would. She says she has some rights. Her mother doesn't approve of Leo, and that's a shame, because they're practically engaged.
Miss,
Yes,
how much do I owe you?
20 cents.
Thank you. Here you are.
Thank you. Now there's a goofy nut if I've ever seen one. He's got flowers under his arm. He's wearing a tux, and yet he's not going to the dance. Who is he?
I don't know. I've never seen him before.
Well, I ought to call the sheriff and have him locked up. Do you know what he's doing out there?
No, what?
Standing on the corner, dancing back and forth. He's holding his arm up like he's got a girl and everything. Wouldn't it kill you? See him?
No, he stopped.
Well, what's he doing now?
Just standing there. Looking kind of lost.
Well, it takes all kinds.
I guess so.
The next day in the Stanley's living room.
I had everything planned so beautifully for Horace, then that silly Emily had to go and hurt his feelings.
Well, honey, that was pretty raw, that trick she pulled.
I know, but he's a fool to let that get him down. He should have gone to the dance by himself and proved her wrong. Well, like I told him, show her up, rush a different girl every night, be charming and make yourself popular. But it's like trying to talk to a stone wall. He refused to go out anymore. He says he's going home tomorrow.
Where is he now?
Going to the movies.
Well, honey, I hate to say it, but in a way it serves you right. I've told you 1,000 times if I've told you once, leave the boy alone. He'll be all right, only don't push him. You and your mother, you push him and push him.
And I'm going to keep on pushing him. I let him off tonight because his feelings were hurt, but tomorrow I'm going to have a long talk with him.
Inez, leave the boy alone.
I won't leave him alone. He is my brother, and I'm going to see that he learns to have a good time.
Later that evening, in the drugstore.
Did you go to the movies again tonight?
Lava. Do you remember how I was telling you about Emma's dating? How she wouldn't go with him because he was such a boy?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I feel just awful. That was the boy sitting in here.
Last night?
Yes. I had a ride with Emily, some of the girls this afternoon, and we passed by his sister's house, and there sat that boy.
Back again tonight?
Uh-huh.
What will you have?
A cup of
All
coffee.
out. We don't serve coffee after 8 unless we have some left over from supper time.
Thanks.
Nothing else?
No, thanks.
Leora and I ran around the square and we saw you sitting here.
Hello, Emily.
Hello, Horace. Do you know?
Oh, how do you do?
How do you do? I feel awfully bad about last night, Horace. My mother says, you know I wasn't really sick. And I just wanted to tell you it had nothing to do with you. It was a battle between me and my mother. Mary Catherine can tell you. I promised the boy I'd go with, not to go with any other boys.
Oh, that's all right. I understand.
You see, we have gone steady for 2 years, and all the other boys in town understand it, and their feelings are not a bit hurt if I turn them down. Are they, Mary Catherine? No. Mary Catherine's my best friend, and she can tell you I'm not stuck up. And I would have gone anyway, except I was so mad at my mother. Anne was not a bit stuck up. Anne used to date all the boys before she began going with Leo Stanley. She even had a date with Gus Meredith. All the girls wouldn't go with him because they thought he was so fat and unattractive. Anne said she wouldn't hurt his feelings for the world. And you went with her, didn't you, Anne? Uh-huh. How long are you going to be here, Horace?
Well, I haven't decided yet, Emily.
Well, I hope you're still not hurt with me.
No, I'm not, Emily.
Well, I'm glad for that. Mary Catherine, can you come with us? No, I can't. Velma came in after this first show started, and I promised to wait here for her. We'd walk home together. Okay, I'll watch over her, and if we're still riding around when Velma gets here, we'll pick you up. Fine. Bye. Bye. Bye, Horace.
Goodbye, Emily.
She's a lovely girl. She was my closest friend till this year. Now we're still good friends, but not as close as we were. I had a long talk with her about it last week. She said she understood. She and Eloise dating, just now she'll have a little more in common now. They're both going steady, and they're going to the same college. They're going to Sophie Newport. Are you going to college?
Uh-huh.
You are? What college?
University
Oh,
of...
I know lots of people there. I had a long talk with her about mine I'm getting to know. She says she thought it was wonderful. I wasn't sure he was bitterness about it. I get a job next week, so I can save up enough money, go into Houston, go to business school. I'll probably work in Houston someday, if I don't get too lonely. Well, Lila's gonna kill us if we don't stop holding her up. Which way do you go?
Home?
I go that way too. We can walk together.
Okay.
Good night, Lila. Good night.
Meanwhile, Emily Cruz returns home and finds her mother beside herself.
Mother, what is it? Has something happened to Daddy?
No, he's in bed asleep.
Then what is it?
Ned Lesbione stopped speaking to me over last night. She says we ruined the boy's whole vacation. You've broken his heart, giving him all kinds of complexes. And she says he's going home tomorrow.
But I saw him at the drugstore tonight, and I had a long talk with him, and he said he understood.
But Inez doesn't understand. She says she'll never forgive either of us again.
Oh, Mother, I'm sorry.
Oh, Emily, if you'll do me this one favor, I promise I will never ask another thing of you again as long as I live. And I will never nag you about going out with Leo again as long as I live.
What's the favor, Mother?
Let the boy take you to the dance day after tomorrow.
No, Mother.
Oh, Emily, please, I get down on my knees to you.
No, Mother, please don't cry. I'll think about it. I'll call Leo and see what he says. But please don't cry like this. Mother? Mother?
Horace and Mary Catherine, still walking, reach the front yard of the Davises' modest home.
Well, this is where I live.
Where's the music coming from?
Flats.
What's the flats?
I don't really know what it is. That's just what they call it. Nothing but a bunch of barbecue restaurants and beer joints down there, and they call it the Flats. I like to come out here at night and listen to the music. Do you like to dance?
Well,
I love to dance.
well, I don't dance too well.
There's nothing to it but confidence.
That's what my sister says.
I didn't learn for the longest kind of time for lack of confidence. And then Emma gave me a long lecture about it, and I went ahead and learned and got the confidence. Would you like to come in for a while?
It's all right with you?
I'm glad to have you.
Thank you.
Hello, Daddy.
Hello, baby.
Daddy, this is Horace.
Hello, son. How do you do, sir?
Horace is Mrs. Inez Stanley's brother. He's here on a visit.
That's nice. Where's your home, son?
Latonia?
Oh, I see. Well, are you young people going to visit here for a while?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'll leave you then. Good night.
Good night, Daddy.
Good night, sir. What does your father do?
He works in a garage. He's a mechanic. What does your father do?
He's a judge.
My father works though, because he can't afford to send me to college. My mother told me it was all foolishness, that I'd rather go to business school anyway.
I'd rather go to business school?
I don't know, not really, but I'd never tell them. When I was in the 7th grade, I thought I'd die if I couldn't get there. But then, when I was in the 9th, Mother talked to me one day. She said Daddy wasn't sleeping at night. Fear I'd be disappointed if he couldn't send me. The next night, I told him I decided I'd rather go to business school. He seemed relieved.
Mary Catherine, I heard you say a while ago you didn't dance because you lack confidence. And then I heard you say you talked over with Emily, and she told you what was wrong. And you got confidence and went ahead?
That's right.
Well, it may sound silly and all to you, seeing I'm about to start my first year at college, but I'd like to ask you a question.
What is it, Horace?
How do you get confidence?
Well, just get it. Someone points it out to you, you like it, and then you get it.
Oh, is that how it's done?
That's how I did it.
You see, I lack confidence, and I sure would like to get it.
In what ways do you lack confidence, Horace?
Oh, in all kinds of ways. I'm not much of a mixer.
think you're mixing just fine tonight.
I know. That's just giving me a little encouragement. You're the first girl I've ever been able to talk to. I mean, this way.
Am I, Horace?
Yes.
Well, I feel in some ways that's quite a compliment.
Well, you should feel that way. Mary Catherine,
Yes, Horace?
I had about decided to go back home tomorrow, or the next day, but I understand there's another dance at the end of the week.
Uh-huh. Day after tomorrow.
Well, I don't know if you have a date or not, but if you don't have one, I feel I could take you. I would gain the confidence to go. I mean,
Well, Horace, you see,
I know I gain confidence. My sister is a swell dancer, and she let me practice every living minute until it's time for the dance. Of course, I don't know if I can learn the jitterbug by then or rumba or do anything fancy. You'd understand. Well, I know I can learn the foxtrot. I can waltz a little now.
I'm sure you could.
Well, will you go with me?
Yes, Horace, I'd love to go.
Oh, thank you, Mary Catherine. I can't tell you how grateful Inez is going to be to you. Mary Catherine, if we played the radio softly, could we dance now?
Yes, certainly, Horace.
You'd understand I make mistakes.
Early the next morning, Inez is making breakfast in her kitchen.
What are you so happy about?
I'm just happy.
Wait to hear my news and you'll be happier.
That's so.
Miss Emily has seen the light.
What?
She has succumbed.
What do you mean?
She has crawled on her knees.
She called her. I don't get it.
She has eaten dirt.
Sister, what is this all about?
Last night, around 10 o'clock, she called me in the meekest kind of voice possible and said, Inez, I've called up to apologize to you. I've apologized to the horse in the drugstore. Did she?
Uh-huh.
And now I want to apologize to you and to tell you how sorry I am I behaved so badly.
Well, isn't that nice of her? Inez?
Wait a minute, you haven't heard the whole thing. And then Her Highness added, tell Horace if you'd like to invite me to the dance, to call me and I'd be glad to accept. And furthermore, Elizabeth called this morning and said they were leaving for Houston to buy her the most expensive evening dress inside, just to impress you with.
Oh.
Oh, what is the matter with you? Are you going to start worrying about this dancing business all over again? You are the biggest fool sometimes. We've got today and tomorrow to practice.
Inez?
Yes?
I already have a date with somebody tomorrow.
You do?
Yes. I met a girl last night at the drugstore, and I asked her.
What girl did you ask?
Mary Catherine Diggs.
Well, you've got to get right out of it. You've got to call up and explain just what happened.
Inez.
Horace, don't look that way. I can't help it for my sake, for your sister's sake. You've got to get out of this date with Mary Catherine Davis. Tell her anything.
Okay. What can I say?
Don't go, Horace. Say we'll just tell the truth. That's the best thing. Tell that Emily's mother is your sister's best friend. And Emily's mother's taking her into Houston to buy her a very expensive dress.
What if Mary Catherine's bought the dress?
She can't have bought an expensive dress.
Why not?
Because her people can't afford it. Honey, you'll be the envy of every young man in Harris bringing Emily Cruz to the dance. Why, everybody will wonder just what it is you have.
I'm not going to do it.
Horace?
I don't want to take Emily. I want to take Mary Catherine. And that's just what I'm going to do.
Horace?
My mind's made up, once and for all.
Then what am I going to do? Who's going to speak to Elizabeth? She'll bless me out, put her all this trouble, make her spend all this money and time. Horace, you just can't do this to me. You simply can't.
I can't help it. I'm not taking Emily Cruz.
Horace?
I'm not taking Emily Cruz.
The night of the dance, Mary Catherine's father is seated reading a paper in his living room. Mrs. Davis enters.
Mary Catherine Day will be here any minute.
What time is it?
9 o'clock.
The dance has already started. I can hear the music from here.
I know, but you know young people, they die before they be the first to dance.
Okay.
Now, Mary Catherine, you look just lovely, doesn't you?
I met your father the other night and your mother yesterday afternoon.
Hello, Horace.
Hello, son.
Well, we were just going. We all had a good time tonight.
Thank you.
Come on, Tom.
All right. Good night and have a nice time.
Thank you, Daddy. Oh, thank you for the corsage, Horace. so much. Just beautiful. Will you pin it on for me?
I'll try. What about here be all right?
Just fine. Amy told me about the mix-up between your sister and her mother. I appreciate you going ahead and taking me. If you'd wanted to get out of it, I would have understood. Emily and I are very good friends.
I do want to get out of it, Mary Catherine. I wanted to take you.
I'm glad you didn't want to get out of it. Emily offered to let me wear her new dress, but I'd already bought one of my own.
It's very pretty, Mary Catherine.
Thank you. Well, the dance has already started. I can hear the music from here. Can't you?
Yes.
Well, we better get going.
All right. Mary Catherine, I hope you don't think this is silly, but can we practice just once more?
Certainly we could.
Oh, Mary Catherine, I'm not good enough. Please, let's just stay here.
No, Horace, we have to go.
Please, Mary Catherine.
I know how you feel, Horace, but we have to go. I haven't told you the whole truth, Horace. This is my first dance, too.
It is?
Yes. I've been afraid to go. Afraid it wouldn't be popular. These last 2 dances I was asked to, and I said no.
Then why did you accept when I asked you?
I don't know. I asked myself that afterwards. I guess this, you gave me a kind of confidence, and I gave you confidence. What's the sense of getting confidence, Horace, if you're not going to use it?
That's a pretty piece.
Yes, it is.
I'm ready to go if you are, Mary Catherine.
I'm ready. Scared?
A little.
So am I. So let's go.
Your mother run up the roses? Very good.
This is the AAU state meet on June 25th, 1995, and this is a meet where Kevin qualified for the National Junior Olympics in both the 1500 and the 800.
Second call, 100-meter dash. All 100-meter dash participants should report to the north end of the track. Ready on the track, 800-meter run. Far end of the track, we have 800-meter runners coming around the turn. 800 meters.
Come on, Kevin!
Hey, Doug. What do you wear?
Mom, I said, you said, I don't care, Travis.
Stay with him, Kevin! Stay with him! Stay with him, Kevin! Stay with him! Good race!
One lap to go. One lap to go.
Come on, go, Kevin!
A note to our race walkers, we're going to combine the 1,500 and the 3,000 race walkers into one race. That'll be after the 400-meter dash final.
Come
Zach?
About 25 meters in front of him. Lengthening it a little bit now. Come on, Kevin! There he goes. Hey, he's picking up steam here. Okay. Come on, Kevin!
It's all over there, dog. You guys.
Come on, Kevin, after him, after him! Go! Come on, go! Good time, keep it up, keep it up! You got it, you got it!
2:14:34, 2:14:34.
What was it?
27.
This is Kevin's last Little League game for Kiwanis, and unfortunately our battery wasn't working well, so I wasn't able to get the triple that he hit or some of the bases that he stole and the runs that he scored. But here's a little bit of that game.
Hold up. One ball, 2 strikes.
Come on, Humphrey, you gotta score.
Good hit. Let's go, Clay. Let's go, Clay. Base hit. We're coming. Let's go, Clay. Wait on him a little bit, bud. Way out in front.
Hi guys.
He's making us move over here.
Okay. Matthew, stop it.
Go.
Hello, girls.
You want your jacket?
Hello, folks.
Hi.
Hyannisport.
Oh, sure. The Anglican compound.
Can you pick the moon up?
Throw it!
Oh, yeah.
Everybody say hello. Hi, Sue.
Hello, Gwen.
What, Julie?
Is there a red light?
It's on, Julie.
Is it on?
Yes, it's on.
Oh.
Good job, folks.
Should have made like a slide underneath. Like, oh,
once. My camera is not working.
And I work in a button factory.
This is Kevin, and it's his birthday.
Yes.
How old?
How old is Kevin?
This is Kevin. Kevin is turning.
Oh, it's been on.
How old is Kevin?
13. Mommy, and then Mom. Richard.
And that's Richard.
And this is cousin shouting out everything.
Where?
Here. That's Emily.
Emily, look at me.
Matt. And this is.
You're only.
Hey, easy does it, easy does it.
This is Kevin's grandpa. That is Kevin's dad.
I mean, Emily, stop it and let look.
This is Kevin's mom.
Where's my hangout with
This is Kevin's grandma.
That's
And
Kevin's
this is
grandma.
Kevin's aunt.
I think you kids ought to just go standing back at Kevin.
Good
Okay,
idea.
and the person who's making this all is
Stand it back.
his aunt. Get the
Here we go.
Stand it back.
to you. And this is happy birthday.
Kev, you can stay there now.
Happy birthday, dear Kevin. Happy birthday to you. Don't blow it out. Let him blow it out.
Stay there. Put that thing.
And many more from Channel 4. And Frankenstein from Channel 9. And Big Fat Nanny on Channel 80.
Oh my God.
Kevin is always very serious about his witching.
Wait, hold on.
wishes.
Richard, what are you doing? No, we can't blow it out. He has to blow it out. Turn out the lights.
Oh, okay.
Turn that light. Oh, kaboomy.
Boy.
2 days.
Too bad.
2 days. Free complimentary plate.
When Kevin blew the candles and he blew them out. And Kevin is a teenager now. Thank you very much.
Kids on the paddle boat going about 2 miles an hour up the lagoon.
See, Art, there's so much weight in the back that
They're
Art,
working their buns
there's
off.
so much weight in the back that the paddles aren't in the water, so they're not making any.
I saw it.
It's the last night that Richard and Kevin are here with us in New Jersey.
Don't do that, Colleen. You're going to break it. Put that back up again. Colleen.
Late.
What? What?
Five babies. Mommy and daddy is 5 babies. Sit down, Megan. Megan, sit down.
What? No. No.
really in the water properly. Now you-
What? No!
Guess that. If I had a red light on the patch like that, blink. Right here for the sign to turn that.
It's blinking on the...
Row, 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 you guys just... I don't think
I want to see what kind of driver here can get this boat in.
They've been gone for an hour and a half.
Parallel parking.
He's probably about an hour behind the show.
Hour?
One stop at,
Go up right here.
Get me out of here.
Okay, let's go under the dock.
Ramming speed.
Richard almost crashed us into a boat. He did that twice.
Who's the licensed driver? Who's the licensed driver anyway, Richard?
Not me. Megan, where's your bubble?
Some captain you are.
Where did you go? But there's so much fun.
Half hour.
Put your bubble on. Uncle Harry, bye.
See you in the morning. Have breakfast ready.
With one paddle, you know, it's so hard.
Mommy, can I do a dive off of this?
No, get back up again.
Watch my dad. Richard. No, come on, Mom. What? Can you please? Sonny, did you say that was
Keep the water on the side, okay?
On the electrical outlets, please.
Can you do all of this?
Can you see me?
This is Richard.
That is
Yes,
great.
I can see you.
That was great, man. That was a really good dive, man.
Hey, here we are. Great shot. Mom's head.
Like the video and all that.
Gotta visit those dust mites. Oh, wow.
Someone hand me a noodle. They're on.
Also,
Here's Richard. He looks very professional. Is this what he's going to do someday?
Good at passing.
Is it real camera? For David Letterman? Or for his own show? He's going to sit behind the deck.
Will he come up?
Mom!
Julie.
Mom, watch this. Matt, watch it.
But I will.
Incredible, Julie.
Right, only the right.
And-
Keep doing the right. Keep on doing it. Right, that's right.
Whoa! Oh my God!
I did. I got
What's going on?
Oh. And here is
Right paddle, right.
okay, boys and girls, we're going on an expedition into
How is it all put together?
Grandpa's
Pretty good?
ear. All right, here we go.
Watch the rope.
Colleen,
Watch the rope.
Okay, have to pause it now. We'll be back after this commercial break.
Mom. Grandpa, I'm going after Kevin.
Yes. Like you over there?
Hey, what is that?
I don't know. Go find out.
Stop.
These other fish that are
What?
in the pond.
What is that?
Kayaks made from milk cartons. Who's that jumping up?
There it is.
Hi.
Hi, Emily. What's going on?
Are you getting me?
Yes, I'm getting you.
It's mine.
No. Ew. Why not? No, you don't go
Give you
there.
all the power, huh?
It's a big blob. Hiya, Nancy.
It's one of those big globs in the play match. Let's get a
No.
close-up of the big glob.
You're gonna come in.
There's the big glob.
Okay. Not really. Can I go on it again?
I'm going on it.
Hey, can I throw this in,
Just to
Grandpa?
stay
Oh.
Want to get out right under do that first thing on the table?
It's Richard again. Mom has given me full responsibility with the camera.
Circle is on. Hello.
What are you looking at?
Are you filming?
I have no idea.
And you can use the Zoom?
Hi.
Doing?
Richard, say hello.
Hi, Gwen.
Hello.
Hello.
Here, over here, Matt. Move a little bit forward. I've got you. I've got you. I want you to move forward so you can see over the stairs.
No, Nancy had Richard. Whoops. And Kevin.
Taking pictures.
I'm better. Yeah. Can I stop taping her now? Mommy, can I stop taping her now?
Hold on, I got. Okay, wait, hold on.
Hopefully I can swim.
Oh.
Mommy, can you fill this in after I die?
What a comeback!
Are you getting her?
Yes, Mom.
Matt, don't drop it. Just
She's the mean editor. She'll probably cut this all out in the long run.
Oh my God!
Matt, take the flash, the thing off the thing.
Go, Kevin!
Am I standing in the middle of the course here? Tell me if I have to move.
No. Come on, Kevin, you got him, buddy. Right behind you.
Set a pace, Kevin.
Way to go, boys. Hang in there. Way to go, Kurt. Stay right in there. Stick it right in.
Can you pass it?
Stand up now, attaboy.
All right, Kev! Let's go!
Go, Kevin!
Where's Brian?
Okay, Kevin!
Yeah, John said that.
I think we can see it there, right there. And there it is. Tell me when he's getting ready, when he's got his hand up. I can't see it.
Yeah, that's okay. Are you recording yet?
Yes. I got it up.
Yeah. Go, Richard!
Good start, Richard. Good start.
Look strong. Go for it, buddy.
Margarita! Margarita! Go, Richard! Get up there! You can do it! One at a time, one at a time!
Now 50. Move up, Aaron. Move up, Aaron.
Come on, Landon!
Come on, Galen. already know something about instead of having to sit and try to learn as you go.
Guys, keep moving, That way, Yoder. Go, Richard.
I just talked to you. Come on, Richard.
Did you see them yet?
Nope, there's one guy running.
Yeah, I don't think.
Big guy.
Let's go, Richard!
I think that's Richard. I think that's Van Buren. Yeah. I think that's Van Buren.
Where's Damon at?
He's coming around the tree now, I think. I can't see where I'm filming here.
That was the best. Here comes Richard down the hill.
Yeah.
That's it. That was the best place for viewing. That last one, you can go out into the middle of it. You can see him almost the entire race. There was one spot where if you didn't want to go, you couldn't. But otherwise, you could track him almost the whole way. It really was fun. It was a pretty low-key golf course. It was one of these, the greens were sand. It was pretty like sand trap. But it was a very nice field. It was the toughest. I thought it was the toughest course they had. Killer hills. Killer hills. Right at the end too, you have to go up this really steep hill. I thought their times were better there.
He looks like he's going pretty fast out there. He may catch those kids ahead of him. Is he running fast?
He could
And
be.
a couple of them.
He could be running faster. Let's put it that way. Couldn't we all? He looks like he's saving it for a closing kick here. Here comes Jesse about to pass a guy on the hill. Go get him on a turn. That's it. No, he's not going to pass him.
Yeah.
This strike definitely left.
Oh, there's David right behind Jesse. And then coming up ahead, way ahead of Prem is, what's his name, Galen? Oh, that's Prem. And David's gaining on both of them. Jesse cannot hold that little increase there. David looks like he's going to overtake them all pretty soon. There's three guys that David looks like he's running better than.
There you go. This is a good spot to film.
Oh, Jess.
All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players.
They have their exits and their entrances.
And one man in his time plays many parts.
Speak the speech, I pray you, as I pronounced it to you, trippingly on the tongue.
But if you mouth it, as many of your players do, I had as lief the town crier spoke my lines.
No, do not saw the air so much with your hands thus, but use all gently.
For in the very torrent tempest, and as I may say, whirlwind of your passion, you must acquire and beget a temperance that may give it smoothness.
Oh, it offends me to the soul, the robustious, periwig-pated fellow, tear a passion to tatters.
Very rad, slit the ears of the groundling.
Who, for the most part, are capable of nothing but inexplicable dumb shows and noise.
Be not too tame, neither, but let your own discretion be your tutor.
Suit the action to the word to the action.
With this special observance that you o'erstep not the modesty of nature. For anything so overdone is from the purpose of
men do lives after them. The good is up interred with their bones, so let it be with Caesar. The noble Brutus hath told you Caesar was ambitious. If it were so, it was a grievous fault, and grievously hath Caesar answered it. Here under leave of Brutus and the rest, for Brutus is an honorable man, so are they all honorable men, come I to speak in Caesar's funeral. He was my friend, faithful and just to me. But Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. He hath brought many captives home to Rome, whose ransoms did the general coffers fill. Did this in Caesar seem ambitious? When that the poor have cried, Caesar hath wept, ambition should be made of sterner stuff. Yet Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. I speak not to disprove what Brutus spoke, but here am I to speak what I do know. You all did love him once, not without cause. What cause withholds you that to mourn for him, O judgment? Thou art fled to brutish beasts, and men have lost their reason. Bear with me. My heart is in the coffin there with Caesar, and I must pause till it come back to me.
The barge she sat in like a burnished throne burned on the water.
The poop was beaten gold.
Purple the sail.
And so perfumed that the winds were lovesick with them.
For her own person it beggared all description.
She did lie in her pavilion.
Cloth of gold of tissue, or picturing that Venus where we see the fancy outwork nature.
On each side her stood pretty dimpled boys like smiling cupids.
With diverse colored fans whose wing did seem to cool the delicate cheeks which they did glow.
And what they undid did.
Oh, rare for Antony. From the barge a strange, invisible perfume hits the scents of the adjacent wharfs.
The city cast her people out upon her.
And Antony, enthroned in the marketplace, did sit alone,
whistling to the air,
which but for vacancy had gone to gaze on Cleopatra too.
And made a gap in nature, rare Egyptian.
All the infections that the sun sucks up from bogs, fens, flat, on Prosper fall, and make him my meal at disease. His spirits hear me, and yet I needs must curse, but they'll nor pinch. Fright me with urchin shows, pitch me in the mire, nor lead me like a firebrand in the dark out of my way, unless he bid 'em. But for every trifle that they set upon me, sometimes like apes that mow and chatter and after bite me, then like hedgehogs which lie tumbling in my barefoot way, and mount their pricks at my footfall. Sometimes am I all wound with adders, who with cloven tongues do hiss me into madness. Oh, now lo, here comes the spirit of his, and to torment me for bringing wood in slowly. I'll lie flat. Perchance you will not mind me.
Here is neither bush nor shrub to bear up any weather at all. And another storm is brewing. I hear it singing in the wind. Yon same black cloud, yon huge one. It looks like a Balbo's bark that would shed his liquor. If it should thunder, as it did before, I know not where to hide my head. What have we here? A man or a fish? Dead or alive? Oh, a fish. He smells like a fish. A very ancient and fish-like smell. A kind not of the newest, poor John. Strange fish. Were I in England now, as once I was, and had but this fish painted, not a holiday fool there but would give a piece of silver. There would this monster make a man. Any strange beast there makes a man. They will not give a doit. They will leave a lame beggar. They'll lay out 10 to see a dead Indian. Legs like a man, and his fins like arms. Whoa! Oh, my troth, I do now let loose my opinion. hold it no longer. This is no fish, but an islander that hath lately suffered by a thunderbolt. Alas, the storm is come again. My best way is to creep under his gabardine. There is no other shelter hereabout. Misery acquaints a man with strange bedfellows.
Love is merely a madness, yet I profess curing it by counsel.
Did you ever cure any so?
Yes, one, and in this manner. He was to imagine me his love, his mistress, and I set him every day to woo me, at which time would I, being but a moonish youth, grieve, the effeminate, changeable, longing and liking, proud, fantastical, iffish and shallow, inconstant, full of tears, full of smiles, for every passion something and for no passion truly anything, as boys and women are, for the most part, cattle of this color, when now like him, now loathe him, then entertain him, then forswear him, now weep for him, then spit at him. That I drave my suitor from a mad humor of love to a living humor of madness, and thus I cured him.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander, fair Hermia? The one I'll slay, and the other slayeth me. Thou toldest me there was stolen unto this wood, and here am I, and wood within this wood, because I cannot meet my Hermia. Hence, get thee gone, and follow me no more.
Oh, you draw me, you hard-hearted adamant, but yet you draw not on it. For my heart is as true as steel. Leave you your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather, do I not in plainest truth tell you I do not, no, I cannot love you?
And even for that I do love you the more. I spurn you, burn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me. Only give me leave, unworthy as I am to follow you. What worse a place can I beg in your love? And yet in a place of high respect with me, to be used as you use your dog.
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
And I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impeach your modesty too much, to leave the city and commit yourself to the hands of one that loves you not, to trust the opportunity of night and the ill counsel of a desert place with the rich worth of your virginity.
Your virtue is my privilege, but that is not night when I do see your face. Therefore I think I am not in the night. Nor doth this wood lack the worlds of company, for you and my respect are all the world. How can it be said I am alone when all the world is here to look on me?
I'll run from thee and hide me in the brakes and leave thee to the mercy of wild beasts.
Oh, the wildest hath not such a heart as you. Run when you will, the story shall be changed. Apollo flies and Daphne holds the chase. The dove pursues the griffin. The mild hind makes speed to catch a tiger. Bootless speed when cowardice pursues, the valor flies.
I will not stay like questions. Let me go if thou follow me. Do not believe, but I shall do thee mischief in the wood.
I in the temple, in the town, in the field, you do me mischief.
Ah!
Fie, Demetrius, you're wrong. You do set a scandal on my sex. We cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed, and were not made to woo. I'll follow thee and make heaven of hell, to die upon the hand I love so well.
Oh, speak again, bright angel, for thou art as glorious to this night, being o'er my head, as is a winged messenger of heaven.
What man art thou, that thou speakst screened in night, so stumblest on thy counsel?
By a name I know not how to tell you who I am. My name, dear saint, is hateful to myself, because it is an enemy to thee. Had I it written, I would tear the word.
Thy ears have not yet drunk 100 words of thy tongue's utterance. Yet I know the sound. Art thou not Romeo and a Montague?
Neither, fair maid, if either be this night.
How camest thou hither? Tell me, and wherefore? The archered walls are hind hard to climb, and the place death, considering who thou art, if any of my kinsmen find thee here.
With love's night wings did I overperch these walls. For stony limits cannot hold love out. And what love can do, that dares love attempt. Therefore thy kinsmen are no stop to me.
Thou knowest the mask of night is on my face, else would a maiden blush bepaint my cheek. For that which thou hast heard me speak tonight, dost thou love me? I know thou wilt say aye, and I will take thy word. O gentle Romeo, if thou dost love, pronounce it faithfully. Or if thou thinkst I am too quickly won, I'll frown and be perverse and say thee nay. So thou wilt woo, but else, not for the world. In truth, fair Montague, I am too fond. Think not I love, though I ask for him, 'tis but a peevish boy. Yet he talks well, but what care I for words? Yet words do well when him that speaks them pleases those that hear. It's a pretty youth, not very pretty, and sure he's proud. And yet his pride becomes him. He'll make a proper man. The best thing in him is his complexion, and faster than his tongue to make offense his eye did heal it up. He's not very tall, yet for his years he's tall. His leg is but so-so, and yet 'tis well. There's a pretty redness in his lip, a little riper and more lusty red than lace in his cheeks. 'Twas just the difference betwixt constant red and mingled damask. There be some women, had they marked him in parcels as I did, would have gone near to fall in love with him. But as for my part, I love him not, nor hate him not. And yet I have more cause to hate him than to love him. For what had he to do to chide me? He said mine eyes were black and my hair black, and now I'm remembered scorned at me. I marvel why I answer not again. But that's all one. Omittance is no quittance.
Answer as I call you. Nick Bottom the Weaver.
Ready. Name what part I am for and proceed.
You, Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus.
What is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
A lover that kills himself most gallantly for love.
That will have some tears in the true performing of it if I do it. Let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms. I will condole. In some measure. To the rest. For as my chief humor is for a tyrant, I can play Hercules rarely, or a part to tear a cat, to make all split. The raging rocks with shivering shall break locks, so prison gates and Philistines' claw shall shine from far and make and mar the foolish fit. This is lofty. Now, name the rest of the play. This is Hercules' day, a tyrant's fame. A lover is more condolent.
Francis Flute, the bellows mender.
Here, Peter, please.
You must take Thisbe on you, the lady that Pyramus must
Oh,
love.
and I may hide my face, let me play Thisbe too. In a monstrous little voice. Disney, Disney. Oh, Pyramus. My lover dear, my Thisbe dear, lady dear.
No, no! You must play Pyramus and Flute, you Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Slug the joiner. You the lion's part.
Oh, let me play the lion too. I will roar. Now to any man's heart, good to hear me. I will roar that I'll make the Duke say, let him roar again. Let him roar again.
You can play no part but Pyramus. For Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a proper man, as one should see on a summer's day. A most lovely, gentleman-like man. Therefore, you must needs play Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake it. We will meet, and there we may rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains
iron curtain lies upon my thigh, a boar spear in my hand. And in my heart lie there what hidden women's fears there well.
Now, sir, what is your text?
Good madam, let me see your face.
Have you any commission from your lord to negotiate with my face? You are now out of your text.
Oh.
But we will draw the curtain and show you the picture. Look, sir, such a one as this present, 'tis not well done.
Excellently done if God did all.
'Tis engraved, sir, 'twill endure wind and weather.
'Tis beauty truly blent. Lady, you are the cruelest she alive, if you will lead these graces to the grave and leave the world no copy.
Oh, sir, I will not be so hard-hearted. I will give out divers schedules of my beauty. It shall be inventoried, and every particle and utensil labeled to my will. As item, 2 lips in different red. Item 2, gray eyes with lids on them. Item 1, neck, 1 chin, and so forth. Were you sent hither to praise me?
I see what you are. You are too proud. But if you are the devil, you are fair. My lord and master loves you. Oh, such love could be but recompense, though you were crowned the non-peril of beauty.
How does he love me?
With adoration, with fertile tears, with groans that thunder love, with sighs of fire.
Your lord does know my mind. I cannot love him. He might have took his answer long ago.
If I did love you in my master's name, with such a suffering, such a deadly life, in your denial I would find no sense. I would not understand it.
Why? What would you?
Make me a willow cabin at your gate, and call upon my soul within the house. Write loyal cantions of condemned love, and sing them aloud even in the dead of the night. Holler your name to the reverberate hills, and make the babbling gossip of the air cry out, Olivia! Oh, you should not rest between the elements of air and earth, but you should pity me.
You might do much. What is your parentage?
Above my fortune, yet my state is well. I am a gentleman.
Get you to your lord. I cannot love him. Let him send no more. Unless, perchance, you come to me again to tell me how he takes it. Fare you well. I thank you for your pains. Spend this for me.
I am no feed post. Lady, keep your purse. My master, not myself, lacks recompense. Love maketh heart of flint that you shall love. Let your fervor, like my master's, be placed in contempt. Farewell, fair cruelty. When in disgrace, with fortune in men's eyes, I all alone beweep my outcast state, and trouble down heaven with my bootless cries, and look upon myself and curse my fate. Wishing me like to one more rich in hope, featured like him with friends possessed, desiring this man's art and that man's scope. With what I most enjoy, content at least. Yet in these thoughts, myself almost despising, haply I think on thee. And then my state, like to the lark at break of day, arising from sullen earth, sings hymns at heaven's gate. For thy sweet love remembered such wealth bring, that then I scorn to change my state with king.
Nay, what be this hour ere I have done weeping? Oh, the kind of launches have this very fault. I have received my proportion like the prodigious son, and am going with Sir Proteus to the imperial court. I think Crab, my dog, be the sourest natured dog that lives. My mother weeping, my father waiting, my sister crying, our maid howling, and our cat wringing her hands, and all our house is in a great perplexity. Yet did not this cruel-hearted cur shed one tear. He is a stone, a very pebble stone, has no more pity in him than a dog. Why, my grand dame, having no eyes, look you, wept himself blind in my body, no! Nay, I'll show you the manner of it. This you hear is my father. No, this lush you hear is my father. No, that cannot be so. This lush you hear is my mother. No, it cannot be so. Yes, it is so! It is so! I have the worst of soul! This shoe with the hole in it is cat is man are made, and I am the dog. No, the dog is himself, and I am the dog. Oh, the dog is me, and I am myself. I so. Now come I to my father. Father, your blessing. Now should not this shoe speak a word for weeping? I kiss my father. Well, he weeps on. Now come I to my mother. Oh, that she could speak now like a woodwoman. Well, I kissed her. Why, there it is. Here's my mother's breath up and down. Now come I to my sister. Mark the moan she makes. I'm a dog. All this while shed not a tear, nor speaks a word.
Hast thou, spirit, performed to point the tempest that I bade thee?
To every article I boarded the king's ship, now in the beak, now in the waist, in the deck, in every cabin I flamed amazement. Sometimes I divide and burn in many places. On the topmast, the yards, the bowsprit would I flame distinctly, then meet and join. Oh, the fire and cracks of sulphurs roaring, the most mighty Neptune seemed to besiege, and make his bold waves tremble, yea, his dread trident shake. The king's son, Ferdinand, with hair upstaring, then like reeds, not hair, was the first man that leaped. Cried, hell is empty, all the devils are here.
Why, that's my spirit, but was this not nigh shore?
Oh, close by, my master.
But are the Ariels safe?
Not a hair perished. On the sustaining garments, not a blemish, but fresher than before. And the king's son, I landed by himself, cooling the air with sighs, and sitting with his arms in this sad knot.
Haply I think on thee.
Speak again, great angel.
I'll follow thee and make heaven of hell.
I flamed amazement.
A fish.
Farewell, fair cruelty.
With cloven tongues do hiss me into madness.
I set him every day to woo me.
And I am the dog.
I love thee not, but pursue me not.
The winds were lovesick with them. If thou love me, omittance is no quittance.
Oh, let me play the lion too.
Our revels now are ended.
These are actors, as I foretold you. We're all spirits and are melted into air.
Into thin air.
And like the baseless fabric of this vision, the cloud-capped towers,
The gorgeous palaces,
The solemn temples,
the great globe itself.
yea, all which it inherits, shall dissolve.
And like this insubstantial pattern faded, leave not a rock behind.
We are such stuff as dreams are made on.
And our little life is rounded with a sleep.
Kevin's USATF state meet in June of 1996. First we see Garrett Strabell running the 100 and then Kevin running the 800 meters.
progress watching the track.
He said that during Kevin's.
Yeah, I know. We were standing on there. Maybe he'll come. We have to stop him to catch him. Yes, I know. I said.
Come on, Kevin! He's close behind me. Who's that kid in front?
I don't know. I didn't even notice there was a kid in front. I missed the start.
Come on, Justin! Come on, Justin!
Look good, Kevin. You look great.
Come on, Kevin!
Doing great, Kevin.
Someone's right behind you! He's right behind you!
Final results from the A-Event.
So Kevin's not going all out on this end.
Final.
No, there's a kid behind him.
Come on, Kevin!
Where's the other kid?
Nice and easy!
I mean, the first kid was around that.
Just take that umbrella. Should I take that umbrella?
Big kid right there, huh?
What? Hey, Dad?
What?
Come on, Kevin! Doing great, Kev!
Always one kid.
Let's
Go, Justin!
Go, Justin!
Go, Kev! Oh, he might be an older kid? No, that's
His back's running.
Come on, Justin!
Come on, Kevin! Kevin, go! Arm! Arm! Arm!
Kevin playing Babe Ruth baseball for the Braves in June of 1996.
Oh my God!
This is bad. Hey, they're bad. Go, Inky! Go, Hank.
Move. Move. Spread out on this side. Bacon spread, steak burns, don't see the person that's ready to you guys stay tuned. The bonus is the first row to open up. The steak burns, you guys will tip, right?
Yeah, he's playing that here. I take the lady with me. Just inside the door. No!
Here, let's go for a walk.
Oh, that
She's dragged out everything around here. At least knew that long time.
Yeah, like 6 o'clock in the morning. If I get my day, I tried to have to play half of it.
That's
on to win the league championship. They were 16-2 in the year. Now is the Hershey State Track Meet in Ames.
Marshal is Corey Emmels, three-time All-American, cross-country, and track runner at Iowa State University.
Give me that, give me it, give me it.
officials, and chaperones. 1:15 was scheduled to begin with the final events.
I don't know if it is or not. Is it working now? Yes. Well, it's a good take.
A good race here after halfway through the 1,600 meters.
Just relax, relax.
They're only fifth right now.
Well, I think they're behind.